Now, Republican Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina, a member of both the Senate Armed Services Committee and the Senate Budget Committee. Senator, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate you being here on this. Senator McCain's pretty fired up, and this issue's actually crossed the aisle now. There are Democrats who want to get to the bottom of this. Explain exactly what happened.
Well, in about the last 30 to 45 days, there have been 3 stories with White House sources, senior officials confirming these stories. One has to do about the disruptive plot involving a new underwear bomber technique where they had a double agent inside a Al-Qaeda cell that was able to basically expose a new technology that would have made it very difficult to stop an underwear bomber attack.
Sure, so that's kind of classified.
Well, that's like big time classified. You talk about a double agent having ties to Saudi Arabia and Britain, so that's made our relationship with Great Britain much more difficult because they don't want to read about any help they're giving us in the New York Times. You have a story about a cyber attack that supposedly took place a year or 2 ago, and now it's coming out 5 months before the election about how we're sharing technology with Israel and how we're going after the Iranian nuclear program through a cyber attack that was a year or 2 old.
And then the third one, the special agent, you have the information on that, but you also have the fact that President Obama says he must approve every drone strike. Yeah. All right, so if those are generally classified items, but they are, the White House would say, feathers in the president's cap, for a positive result from some of those, then how should a candidate running for re-election boast about accomplishments?
Well, I don't remember anybody running for re-election in World War II talking about how we use double agents. I don't believe it's in our national security interest to disclose information about a cyber attack against Iran and sharing that technology with Israel. I don't think it's ever good to expose your allies to their programs and their assistance being offered to the United States and the New York Times. I think this is the most devastating events for our national security. Dianne Feinstein, to her great credit, has said that lives have been put at risk. So you can boast about getting bin Laden, you can say the drone attacks have been successful, and I would say, yes, you're right. You did a good job with bin Laden and the drone attacks have been successful. But these 3 stories paint a picture of a strong national security precedent to the detriment of our national security programs, and
so
I think it's being done intentionally.
It sounds like you feel this is all we've got. If we give up these secrets, then we can't protect our national security. That's a concern for everyone. What are you going to do about it?
Well, we're going to have an investigation, and it'll be a bipartisan investigation about how did these stories get out of the White House. This is a blow-by-blow description of what went on in the Situation Room. These are very detailed stories, and a guy's writing a book about how we target people for drone attacks, what we did on the cyber area against Iran, and this whole idea about the Pakistani doctor being helpful to us. Why does that have to be in the paper? We're making it very difficult for anybody to help us in the future.
And Senator, you've given it great context today. Thank you so much for commenting on the story, giving us your point of view.